excellent practice has led to a complete deprivation of opportunity for other graduate employers to really make their mark on campus. And in effect, what we're saying is that we think this is acceptable and that we're okay with that.
Hi, I'm Lindsay. I'm one of the brand managers on the University of Manchester campus.
Hi, I'm Phil and I'm brand manager for the University of Manchester.
And one of five, we're quite a big team.
And my talent officer is Ed, who is our glorious leader, the best brand manager, talent officer in the UK.
And we feel that we're all doing really well.
I'm Becky and I'm going to give an example of our first meeting. Just before the meeting, Ed told us that he wanted us to focus on time and make sure that we didn't fly off in any directions and to keep it as stuck to the agenda as possible. The agenda had 9 topics on it, each topic sort of relating to an area that we wanted to target. Because Phil is so organised, he made sure that we stuck to every single point, so we started at 1 and ended at 9. At the end of the meeting, he made a summary of all the 9 points, and then we were given a list of what each brand manager was to focus on that week, so we all knew exactly what we were doing when we'd finished the meeting.
I'm like quite a really structured person, they all call me like the sergeant.
His army background has certainly benefited us.
By the end of the meeting, we had a look at the minutes and it was actually only 28 minutes long, even though we covered all 9 topics. We'd each been given our summary and we all knew where we stood in terms of the timetable and when each brand manager was available.
They've proven again and again and again that they're potentially the absolute best brand manager team in the whole of the UK.
To start off with, one of the things that we think is our greatest strength is communication. So all of us, obviously including Ed, are really good at communicating with leads, with liaising with kind of student support or lecturers and organisations to kind of build up a rapport with different people that we can try to kind of use to find leads. Well, I feel personally like each brand manager adds a different dynamic to the team and kind of helps us to improve as a whole. One thing that we also do is we chair the meetings and we kind of switch that. So each brand manager chairs the meeting and then the next week in the minutes says who will be chairing the next. I'm going to be chairing the one next week, Bex did it the week before. So as a whole, I really think that we help to incorporate Teach First into our daily activities. So whether I'm on the bus to reach out and I'm talking to 4 or 5 different girls about the opportunities within Teach First. Ed also has a really large...
Everyone in our team is completely different and we all have loads of different strengths and we really like bounce off each other and really appreciate everyone else and how they are completely different, how we all have those different strengths. I think that came out in the brand manager annual or like mid-annual meeting as well in our little report, and we've got Dean, and Dean's an amazing person. He knows absolutely everyone in the university, and we've got Rebecca and Lindsay, who are just fantastic individuals and they just really do care about the Teach First mission. It's one of those situations where I think that if we did meet each other in the streets and we did actually like come together as a whole, that those strengths wouldn't have moulded together so well if Ed hadn't actually brought us together, and we did have that common ethos which is working for Teach First.
My team's amazing because they are 5 completely different people, and whoever was involved in selecting them is a genius because they do complement each other so well. But thank you very much to whoever selected them because it's a wicked dynamic and they really work well together, and they definitely like each other a lot. So we often add on to the end of the meeting a bit of a social around one of their houses with some bolognese or something, or we go to Curry Mile after we've done some shout-out lecture stuff training. So what we found is that they genuinely want to stay in touch with each other, and when we do an event, they are bouncing gags around and the morale, it just seems really high. So that makes the whole thing work really well. One final thing which I want to say, because Laura picked up on it when she came to see us in Manchester, is that although we are really kind of getting on well and stuff, we do really have the job at hand at the centre of every time we meet up. And let's say we're out on campus doing brand awareness and just chatting to random people, we'll always manage to build in some time to reflect on how it went and whether our approach to people was working. Anyway, it's been great spending time with you all from my office here in the toilet, and I look forward to seeing you all next week.